What's up, guys? To kick things off, on the Weighing podcast, Josh and John preview Sean Strickland vs Strickers du Plessis and reveal how each fighter can win the middleweight title fight.
Du Plessis is just physically strong, but I'm going to be honest. I think Sean Strickland, if you're going to go ground game, Sean Strickland's ground game is better. He doesn't get credit for it because he doesn't use it, but he was a good submission guy for a while. He's got a good ground game. His wrestling and his wrestling defense is damn good. And his stand-up is, we all know what his stand-up is. So this is not going to be an easy fight for anyone. It'll be a tough fight for Sean, and it's going to be a tough fight for Mr. du Plessis.
I was kind of leaning a little bit more towards Driscus, only based on the power. But I can't forget how good Sean Strickland looked against Izzy. I can't forget it. Driscus, he leaves himself open quite a bit. He's a little bit more of a loopy puncher.
But he's tough.
But that being said, the number one thing that people talk about when it comes to Driscus du Plessis is his size. His physical size and his strength. It seems to be a lot for these 185 pounders. He is a big person for that weight class.
I agree.
And so I want to know how Sean plans to handle that. Because when I talked to Johnny Eblin about Strickland, he's like, look, he doesn't settle on the bottom. He's very unorthodox to take down because you're getting hit and you're getting touched with these little tiny things. The jab, this, that. Guys like Sean Strickland, guys like MVP, guys like Lyoto Machida, they're hard to find sparring partners for, like you said earlier. And Driscoll's going to have a hard time, especially in those first couple rounds, figuring him out. Is the jab just touching me? When's the right hand come in? Am I trying to take him down? Am I not? He looks so relaxed out there. How does somebody like Driscoll handle all that, John? How is he going to make the adjustments?
He has to do something about the pressure.
Yeah.
He has to make it to where Sean is not in control of where the engagements occur. He's got to make it to where Sean is in control of some of it and he's in control of the other half. It's not one-sided. And that's the one thing you really saw when he fought Israel. He controlled all of it. He was the one dictating when it was going to happen. Sean likes to be the counter fighter. But if you're doing the right things, you can make that counter fighter have problems in landing their shots. But you got to do the right things. He's going to try to take Sean down, but I'm telling you right now, Sean is not easy to take down. And he is not easy to keep down. So he's going to have to work, and he's going to have to be in great shape that night to go 5 rounds with Strickland.
That's one of the things that Johnny Eblin said. He's like, look, I was able to take him down. He's like, but I wasn't able to hold him down. He's like, as he's hitting the ground, he's already working his way back up. And it's just one of the most frustrating things to deal with because you want to land shots once the fight hits the ground. I think if Driscus gets it done, he gets it done in the first round or the 2 rounds. Because as Driscus, as we've seen sometimes in the past, he does tend to slow down quite a bit in that third round.
He has big time first rounds.
Yeah.
Usually.
First and second rounds, I'm going to give him. He has an opportunity to use the body size, use his power, all of those things to get Sean out of there. So Sean's got to be very cautious and careful on how he approaches those first 2 rounds. He's going to have to keep the pace in his grill against Driscus. And if he can do that without getting caught and clipped, then I see the fight starting to take a change by the end of round 2, and then 3, 4, 5. I'm going to lean towards Sean. Sean's just so relaxed out there. It's going to be hard to take it from him, especially in those later rounds.
And Robert Whittaker wants to give Kamaru Usman a proper welcome to the UFC middleweight division. Definitely the Usman fight interests me, because I just think we are both guys that are at the top of the food chain, and I want to give him a proper welcome to the middleweight division. I just like that fight. He's one of the best welterweights to do it, and I think fighting fights of that caliber makes me excited. It's a face I haven't fought before. It's exciting. It's different. The goal to get to the gold, to get back to that title shot, I don't think it's as complicated as many people make it out to be. I just think I need to win several fights in a row. Just win fights. My primary objective right now is to make sure my next fight is on a big card with a big name. It's more about fitting timelines and moving towards that goal. Getting a title fight isn't tricky, it's just about winning fights. If you're winning fights consecutively, you're going to get a title shot sooner or later. Meanwhile, Daniel Cormier invites Alex Pereira to give him multiple leg kicks, increasing in power every time.
Okay.
You think Joe's gonna...
Not too much though.
Posição de luta.
Fighting stance?
Okay, so because like this, right?
E não se mexe.
Okay, look at me. It's just like this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look.
Okay. Malay cara dele.
Não, fala.
You see Malay cara dele.
5% now.
That was 5. Okay.
No.
All right.
What foi quantos por cento?
5%.
This was 5%.
Okay, give me a little more.
Posição de luta.
Pouquinho mais.
Oh, what percent was this?
Quantos por cento foi isso aí?
10%.
10%.
Tell him I want 25, but not crazy.
Okay,
It's
25
like,
just-
that's it, at the most.
Okay.
25, but that's
Na
it.
mãe.
Okay. Oh!
Hã?
Yeah.
Boa.
That's why with you is always wrestle takedown. Holy shit.
God damn, this motherfucker gonna kick my leg off.
And finally, here we have our first O'Malley vs Chito face-off, this time with the bantamweight belt on the line.
Championship, you know. Every time. Can see the difference there? How far can you go?
Awesome. Thank you, boys. That's good.